Hello and welcome to another Rock Climber Life video. I'm your host, Jeff Zafford. Today I'm reviewing the Cypher Zeros. I'm actually really excited about this shoe. I've been using this shoe for the past couple months, been really enjoying it. Cypher is a brand you may have not heard of before. They're distributed by the folks out at Liberty Mountain. You've probably heard of Liberty Mountain Distribution. They distribute a lot of small climbing brands, either from Europe or from other countries that you may not have heard of. And folks, like Liberty Mountain are important because if it wasn't for them, all we would ever get was Black Diamond and Petzl. So in this case, I get to try the Cypher Zeros. This is their highest performing shoe. It's a downturn shoe designed for probably sport climbing or bouldering. Definitely steeper routes are in mind with this shoe. This is definitely not a shoe you want to wear all day, multi-pitch, big wall, any sort of that type of environment. This is definitely a single pitch, high performance shoe. Let's start with the top. The top, it's a Velcro closure, as you can see. When I open up the Velcro closure, the straps make an X, so the straps cross themselves. And that's a cool feature because it actually helps lock the shoe into your foot. You don't get any dead space across the top of the foot because of that X pattern of the straps. The Velcro is great, hasn't slipped on me, and I like the position of the straps as well. It's not completely on the side of the shoe, it's a little bit higher, and the reason why I like that is because if you ever drag your feet a little bit, these straps can blow out pretty quick, especially if you're doing like real technical face climbs or some slabs. You can really blow these buckles out real quick, but with the position the way they are on the Zeros, a little bit higher on the foot, you're not going to have that issue. So yeah, it's a Velcro closure. It's a synthetic top, kind of this blue and white pattern. It's perforated, so you get a little bit of ventilation there. It's not a natural leather top. This feels like synthetic to me. It has a dual tongue system that you see on a lot of shoe brands out there. Instead of a single tongue, kind of a dual tongue. The toe box of the shoe, actually the toe box fits really well on me. I usually wear Sportivas, and I usually do not fit at all in 510s, which is interesting to me because this shoe, if I had to compare it with another, huge name brand shoe like 510 or Sportiva or Evolve, these look to me a lot like the 510 Blackwings, but they fit really, really well for me. The toe box has enough space, but at the same time, it's high performance and it's narrow. But it's still very comfortable on your outside toes, where I find a lot of shoes, they kind of come in too sharp at an angle, and you have plenty of room for your big toe, but all your other smaller toes get really smashed and it's really uncomfortable. But this has plenty of room. As I said before, this is a downturn shoe. Instead of more of a downturn in the midfoot, this is more of a downturn in the toe. So it's kind of flat across the midsole of the shoe, and then it downturns aggressively at the toe, which is more similar to, again, if I had to choose, more of a 510 feature than a Sportiva. Sportiva is more of like an even V shape, where it's kind of creased right in the middle. On the sole, this is Vibram XS Grip. I love Vibram rubber. I've been climbing on it for years. It's a fantastic rubber, and I get great durability. The grip is a little bit softer than the Edge rubber, but overall, I mean, you can't beat Vibram rubber. As far as an edging shoe, I've climbed on steep terrain on these, anything from heel hooks and steep terrain and steep jugs to technical faces. Out here we're at the New River Gorge, and you have a variety of everything. So I've tried a little bit of everything on these shoes. I would say these are right at home with steep overhanging climbs and anything where you have to really dig in with that toe and pull your body weight in. Also heel hooking. This is a great shoe for that. I found that technical edging, this shoe is right at home. It does well. It's not its strength. I wouldn't say that it's, like if all you do is technical faces or slab climbing, I don't know if this would be my number one. because it is a little bit softer. As you can see, it's a pretty soft shoe, a little bit more of a slipper-like shoe, which I'm personally not used to as much, but I found that I transitioned to a slipper type or a softer, more sensitive shoe really easy. I'm really enjoying this shoe. So the heel was great on this shoe. I've done quite a bit of heel hooking in this shoe on steep overhanging roots, and I found that the rubber really grabs on on edges and ledges for heel hooking. So I really have a lot of great things to say about this shoe. I was surprised. I've never heard of Cyphers. Right out of the box, they fit great. They really lock into my foot well. Like I said, steep sport climbing, this is an excellent choice. Number one, I would really take a look at the Cyphers. And also, with shoe prices going up these days, there's something to be said for a shoe that I think retail, this is around $110, where a lot of shoes out there are getting in the $150 to $170 range, which is really expensive considering this is it's a consumable product. They will wear out, and after a season or two, that's pretty much it. You have to get a new pair or you resole them, but I think there's something to be said by saving $50 on a pair of shoes. And I think they're just as high performance as any of the other big names out there. So I really recommend you check out the Cypher Zeros. And with that, this has been another Rock Climber Life video. Be sure to check out the blog, rockclimberlife.com, for more. Thanks for watching.